Naples.
So updates on our life.
All right, cool. All right, I was
I'm
done.
going to steer the ship now.
Yeah, all right, he's steering. He's going to start cutting me off left and right. Get ready, folks.
We're going to Florida right after Christmas. Right after Christmas. So the day of recording right now, December 12th. It's very cold outside. I would say like the ideal month. It's
not that cold.
No, it's cold. You could argue me on this, but I think the best time to leave Connecticut is like maybe you could bear it till Thanksgiving. And then I think after Thanksgiving, you should leave.
We've had like 50 and 60 degree days since then, though.
Yeah, a couple. The biggest problem is that the sun starts to not come out.
But it kind of does that everywhere.
Not Florida.
I mean, yeah, you just said it yourself. The sun sets in Florida like an hour later.
No, I'm talking about the sun never comes out here.
Oh, yeah.
It will stay cloudy all day, and you have a lot of cloudy, dreary, cold days back to back to back. You can see why people would struggle with like a seasonal depression.
Let me ask you this. If you had to live here or in Florida all year long, which one would you pick?
Here.
Had to. Oh, really?
Oof, that's tough because it's a struggle either way. I guess.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
I would choose here.
Summer is like the winter in Florida.
I'd want the seasons. Allie, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, was convinced that we could do a year, we could live somewhere full time, and that would be the ideal way to go. And I said, Allie, no, if you
cost effective, folks,
have the privilege to be able to have the flexibility to go bounce back and forth between a couple locations, then in my mind, there's no way that it's not better option, or that you can't tell me that staying in Connecticut all year is a better option than going back and forth. And you definitely can't tell me that staying in Florida all year is a better option. You can come back in time for the seasons. I think it's perfect to come back to Connecticut in May, get to experience spring. Summer's awesome here. Fall's great. All the way up until Thanksgiving was really nice. It even started to get cold, but you appreciated the cold at that point because you just had a summer. And then I think December 1 is a good time to go back down.
I don't disagree. I'm just a homebody, so I love the idea of staying in one place and going back and forth just seems chaotic to me. I know it's not, but it just...
What's up, everybody? AJ from the Moto Academy here. We have just released new content inside of the Moto Academy app. If you want one-on-one training in motocross, enduro, anything two wheels, go to club.themotoacademy.com. Train online with us today. So we're going to go back down to Florida. We're going to
stick Millie's toes in the sand.
Live with Allie's dad for a little bit.
So we have a property.
Because we don't. Yeah, we have a rental property in Bonita. We could go and stay there.
Well, last year, because of the hurricane, it like rented, but it didn't rent nearly as much as this year. This year, it's like double or tripling the rentals, which is amazing. But now we're like, well, crap, this is what we bought to go to Florida to in the winters, thinking we'd have.
And now it's all booked up all winter.
So wonderful. But so we're staying with my dad, and we have our own wing of the house, and our dogs hate each other, so that'll be great. And his dog also loves playing with babies and like doing weird things.
He has a Rottweiler that is... She's really nice.
She's super nice.
But Bear
does not like her.
Doesn't like her, and then she would beat the crap out of Bear.
But she just wants to play with him. Yeah. So we just have this little dynamic. But the only reason why I'm not excited to go to Florida this year is just because I feel bad for Doug. He loves hiking.
But Doug also loves the beach.
Yeah, but we don't really go to the beach. You were just talking to Tony about this. My dad's house is kind of far from the beach.
So if you live in Florida, it should also be mandatory in your head that you need to go to the beach. What happens is people will buy a place like where Allie's dad's house is that is 15 to 20 minutes from Naples Beach.
They have a beautiful pool.
Yes, but becomes the problem. That becomes the excuse as to why we shouldn't go to the beach. The beach is the number one option.
Yeah.
You should always go to the beach at sunset.
Or sunrise. Doesn't matter.
Or sunrise, but at least one of the two. And even Naples, like a really touristy, at sunset, you're not fighting that many people.
Yes and no. But definitely makes the difference of being in Florida. Because if you're in Florida and you're not going to the beach, it kind of sucks. But I'm excited. My favorite workout spot's there, built by Coach O. If you live in or near Naples, it is the best workout I have ever done. You only did like 1 or 2 classes, didn't you? And they were like cardio focused. It's basically like personal training where you could do squat rack stuff, treadmills, cable machines, body weight, exercises. It's like everything. It's kind of like CrossFit, but not CrossFit-y where you have to worry about like injuring yourself or like stupid moves.
It's closer to like F45.
I would say it's a mix of in between. But it was like my favorite workout that I've ever done ever. So I'm excited. I'm going to sign up when we get there, and I'm going to get my mom bod back in shape. What are you going to do?
Ride my dirt bike. I haven't ridden my dirt bike in a long time. So
how many days a week? Call it here. How many days a week are you going to ride your dirt bike?
3.
And you're going to stick to it? Good job, team.
3 is a good number.
Okay.
Because if I'm not racing Supercross, then 3 is an appropriate amount to keep sharp. I won't improve.
I mean, it's more than you're doing now.
I won't improve drastically at 3 days a week. I'll probably improve slowly, but it's plenty to be able to get me through a busy time period with some business building stuff and what we'll have going on. I think 3 days a week is good.
Are you going to switch it up between the tracks there, or what's the closest one again? Is it that Punta Gorda one?
Moto Bros Punta Gorda will be our closest. There's one private track that I'll have access to. Off the top of my head, there might be more private tracks that I could think of. I know I could reach out to Dionys.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about him. Yeah.
They have, if he still rides, they have a private track that would be a good little training track for me.
That's got to be so close to my dad's house now.
Very close.
Yeah.
Probably 15 minutes. So that would be nice. Yeah, I'll have a few spots. So that'll be good. And then hopefully we can make progress on the one thing that I can't talk about. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, make sure you go download them on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to watch full episodes or be a person that sends in your own video submission, go to club.themotoacademy.com and subscribe to join the Moto Academy family today.